All right, I think we are live. We are live. All right, double checking everything, making sure everything's working. Looks like everything's working. I got audio from here. Looks like it's working. Make sure everything, because every time I start a new live stream, it seems to come out all funky. So we are going to do it. And double checking here, we are live. And then here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to double check. I have to make sure everything's right. I have to make sure everything's right. Okay, it's public. Awesome. Okay. So if you guys are watching this on the rebroadcast, if you're not here right off the bat and you're seeing this a little bit later in the day or whatever, this is what's going to happen. I am doing a live edit of the, what is it called? It's situational awareness. It's the last few videos. Hey, what's up, Connor? Nice to have you here. Hey, EMT Chad. How you doing? So the thing is I want to do here is get your input, because I got some really good input on the last one. This is like my second one of where I'm just talking about what I'm seeing, but somebody was saying how the editing style should be more of like a still image, and I'm pointing things out. So that's what we're going to do here, so that it's going to be perfect for when the video next Monday happens. Where cruiser do you recommend to commute? You commute on a Ninja 300. Rebel 500 is if you commute like in town and stuff. What's up, Creative Gaming? How you doing? If you commute in town, Rebel 500 would be fine. There's a bunch of different bikes out there, man. There's a whole bunch of bikes. I like the Indian Scout 60. That's another good bike. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll answer questions while I'm doing this. But I'm trying to get your input on what you want to see here. So right here we got the senior crew captains and the veteran crew from Patreon.
What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman.
Okay, first we're gonna do chronological order. So the idea that I'm having here is that I'm gonna freeze frame it, and then I have my mic, so I'm gonna freeze frame it, and then I'm going to talk, and then like input the audio as we're doing it. So it's gonna be like multi-dimensional fourth wall type thing. So here we go.
And here I am going to do another situational awareness video. I got some comments in the last one that I should change up some of the editing. Maybe the way I did it wasn't the best in terms of getting my point across. And you know what? I agree with you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and try something a little different. So don't be surprised when something pops up.
How you doing, man?
Changed and everything's all crazy. But I got my tips, or not my tips, but my bullet points right here from the last video, and I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but I'm also gonna change it up with the editing style. And if you guys like this kind of stuff, you want to learn more about beginner motorcycle tips and camping stuff and a bunch of other things.
Nice to have you in here. If you have anybody that's just starting to ride, this is like a really good. I think this is one of the better videos to listen to. So you share it with them, share it with somebody that is just starting to ride, because I'm literally talking about like what I'm seeing and stuff, and if they have any questions, I'm here to answer them. That's what I'm doing this right now. And if they have any questions, I definitely want to throw this into the video, so Monday the video is like that much better. So if you guys have anybody that you want to like learn something, we're all here right now in here. I want to get your guys' input of what I should be doing. We're all learning right now. We're all together. This is what I love about live streams.
Channel, you click the little DanDanTheFireman thing right there.
Miguel, it was self-taught. YouTube videos, like if I needed to figure out how to sync audio, I figured it out on YouTube videos. Like I couldn't figure it out, so I'd type in how to sync audio in Premiere Pro.
To go to my homepage, you can check out everything if you want. But if you want to subscribe, that would definitely help me.
Venezia, man, how you doing, boy? Let's go ahead. Let's make you a moderator, brah.
Out, and it would be awesome to have you here as part of the DDFM crew. With that said, let's go ahead and just jump into it.
So I might be cutting some of this part out, because
like
for me personally, getting to the main content 1 minute later is too much.
And a bunch of other things. Please check out my channel. You click the little change it up with the editing style. And if you guys like this kind of stuff, you want to learn more about beginner motorcycle tips and camping stuff and a bunch of other things, please check out my channel. You click the little DanDanTheFireman thing right there to go to my homepage. You can check out everything if you want. But if you want to subscribe, that would definitely help me out. And it would be awesome to have you to go to my homepage. You can check out everything if you want.
There we go. We'll just cut out this part.
With that said, let's go ahead and
we'll just cut out that part so we can get to the main content at least 10 seconds sooner.
with that said, let's go ahead and just jump into it.
How's it going, Ride or Die? How you doing, man?
Talk about what I see and what I'm doing. Right now it is 10:58, so 11 a.m. and
So a lot of this stuff is going to be in the first person view because it's about what I see. So I'm not even going to be using a lot of the GoPro, which is right here, the GoPro Hero 4 Black on the handlebars, because it's supposed to be what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna freeze frame a lot of this. So let's go ahead and get to it though.
and it's getting close to rush hour. It's getting close to lunchtime. So that's always in the back of my head when I see a lot of this traffic. Now I'm on Oracle. Now Oracle.
So we're going to be doing a lot of titles. So right here, I want to add as much as I possibly can because there's so much to where I can't say it while I'm writing, so I have to say it here. So lunch time equals people driving like idiots. So here we go. Nope, I don't want to do that. So let's delete that. Because I like my favorite font, which is down here. Come on, load up. There we go. Here we go. Lunchtime is people equals people driving like idiots. So we'll do this. So now that we have that done, I can just always copy and paste. And we'll do all the cross dissolves later.
Time. So that's always in the back of my head when I see a lot of this traffic. Now I'm on Oracle. Now Oracle Road is actually
so what I do need to have in here is one of my arrows. Do I have one of my arrows in here? No, I do not. So I'm gonna go grab one of my arrows, which I have in my footage. So let's go ahead, YouTube, editing effects, and we'll put an arrow in my YouTube section. Okay, and then we have sound effects, but I don't need sound effects. Yeah, Ride or Die, dude, this is a lot of fun. And I personally like to watch these myself. What do you do when you park your bike somewhere? I still get nervous even if I lock my handlebar and lock the wheels with a lock. The best way to deal with that nervousness is to have good insurance. No matter what you're going to do, I mean, it could be the same thing with a car. I get nervous with my car, but I understand it's easier to get your bike stolen, but having the proper insurance will give you a peace of mind, especially when you don't treat your bike like it's a baby. You need to like understand that it's a bike. If it gets stolen, it gets stolen, and it's a shitty situation, but having the proper insurance will definitely help ease that mind. You already have a lock, and you lock the wheels. You're doing better than me, to be honest.
Now Oracle Road is actually pretty damn dangerous. A lot of accidents happen here.
So I'm going to be doing a lot of red arrows. So that's a big arrow. We're not going to use that big of an arrow. This guy's hitting the brakes. I think I mentioned it. So we're going to be using a lot of big. This is going to be like a heavily edited video because people are saying they really, really want something edited to where it's like it pops at them. What's up, Brian? Waiting on pizza. Man, pizza sounds good.
There's a lot of people going to the Tucson Mall right here, and there's a bunch of idiots going.
So here's the problem is that when you have to do this much editing, this is why I went to just straight vlogs and like minimal titles, is because this is a lot of work. So this is going to be brake lights. So we're going to have a ton of these types. So brake lights. We will do this.
Accident dangerous. A lot of accidents. Dangerous. A lot of accidents happen here. There's a lot of people going to the Tucson Mall right here, and there's a bunch of idiots. All right, so we're at the first intersection during this video, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about that.
Boom. Finally passed my test yesterday. Sadly, gotta wait for my new battery for the bike and go out riding. Nice, Blocky. I'm glad you went and took your test. It's very important. Creative gaming. This is very relaxing to do. That's why I love doing it. Can you recommend me a couple good 125cc bikes? Mostly needed to go to work, not so far away, and going for some rides with my girl. There's the Grom, which is 125, and the Yamaha 125. I forgot what it's called. But they're coming out with another Honda Monkey. That thing's gonna be cool. Look at the monkey. All right, so let's do this.
About that.
So we're gonna do another arrow. So here's the problem. So we're gonna duplicate, but we're gonna put the arrow out here. So put arrow right here.
So right now I'm looking to the left. Into my mirror, make sure.
So here's where I could spend a ton of time editing, and it's very difficult. So this right here, I'm creating keyframes. This is why I don't do it very much anymore, because
left into my mirror, make sure.
I don't do it very much anymore because it just takes too much time.
The car behind me is stopped. That's good. I'm off to the side just in case they weren't.
So here I'm gonna put. I'm gonna listen to what I did, and then if I have to, I'm gonna edit this in.
And I see the exhaust. I don't want to breathe in the exhaust. I see somebody walking across, but it's a red light, multiple traffic, and it's pretty packed. And I'm just keeping an eye on these cars, kind of seeing if people are paying attention, if they're on their phones and whatnot. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm looking at the ground right now, making sure that I'm not stepping in any tar or oil, so that when I do actually like put more weight on my right foot, I'm not going to slip out. So that's what I'm doing at an intersection. Now, before
nice to see 31 of you guys in here. Be sure to hit that like button. It helps out the channel quite a bit. Because I want to see if there's anybody
pulling out of the Tucson Mall. I want to see.
So right here.
Now, before it turns green, I do look.
So let's put another arrow. Let's do this.
Green, I do look both sides because
So once again, we have to get to the edit. So I want it to stay there at all times. So we're gonna timestamp it. So we're gonna have to move it.
Both sides.
So now it's gonna look like this.
Intersection. Now, before it turns green, I do look both sides because I want to see if there's anybody pulling out of the Tucson Mall.
What's up, Grizzly Moto? How you doing, man?
Auto Mall Drive, and even before I go across, I know these people are going across, but before I go across, I'm gonna keep an eye out over there, but then all at the same time taking a look at this place in front of me. So this person's turning right. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye out over there, but then all at the same time taking a look at this place in front of me.
So there's a blinker. So we'll do this. I'm just trying to point out a lot of the bigger things out there. I'm not going to point out absolutely everything because I think I do a good job of describing what I'm saying, but there's a few points where I'm going to pause the video and do an edit.
So this person's turning right. I'm going to kind of...
It's a little too high. There we go.
So this person's turning right. I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that. I'm in this guy's blind spot too at the same I'm in this guy's blind spot too at the same time, so I don't like where he's at. I'm going to switch over to this position so that...
So now with this, we're going to do this. Actually, let's go here. Let's do rotation 270. to come on. 90. Come on, get to it. There we go. So let's make it smaller. Okay, so we got this lane. So we'll see how many that I'm having to do. So duplicate, put it right here, copy, paste attributes. So we're going to copy or make a duplicate, put it right here. Now I'm trying to show both lanes, or all 3 lanes. Okay, it's saving. Okay. Let's see.
To this position, so now I have a buffer at the same time. So I don't like where he's at. I'm gonna switch over to he's at.
Okay. So now, since we started in the bad spot, let's all link these together. Coat. And we shall move it all. Nope. Let's group them together. Okay.
I'm gonna switch over to
See, sometimes it doesn't work, so we'll get rid of those.
this position, so now I have a buffer.
See how hard it can be? How you guys doing? 42 of you in here. We are doing a live edit of Monday's video, and I want your guys' input. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, but I'm also wanting to kind of get things going here. So, are you not able to keyframe the first and last, and then Premiere do the in between? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm probably doing it the hard way.
And I still have some type of escape. It's not very good to be in this position because I do have the sidewalk here, but I also don't want to be next to him. We are going to go ahead and keep going because I don't want to turn here on, I'll turn here on river, might as well. So I'm going to use my blinker, do a head check, even though I'm on the right. You never know because you could have a crazy biker just boom, coming across. So I got my blinker and I am going to turn, I'm slowing down even sooner than I have to just in case one of these people want to pull out and take a right turn. Now, like I said, with every intersection I stop at, I make sure that I'm off to the side of the vehicle. I don't want to be right behind it and get sandwiched between the car behind me, which I just looked at, and this truck. So I'm going to keep an eye on the traffic just like I'm in a car, but these guys don't like to stop. I am looking, and the light is turning red. Light turned red. These people are turning left, and I just try to be extra safe.
So I think right here is a good spot. So we shall, let's see. Let's see. There should be a frame hold, yep. Right here. Come on. Frame hold. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Let's do a cancel that. Okay, I want more than one frame. So I know exactly what I have to do. So we're going to do this. We're going to move it out of the way. We're going to do this. Let's unlink. I'm going to do it the hard way since I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. Hold it. I want you to hold Frame hold. There we go. Okay, so this is about 3 minutes. That's more than enough. But the thing is, I don't want it to hold there. I was doing it this whole time. I was like, but I don't want it to hold there. So let's get it all back. So let's get a good picture. So I think when I'm looking left. There we go. That's a good one. So we shall get one frame, cut it, frame hold. Okay. Unlink, because I don't need the audio, because I'm going to be adding my own audio. Okay, perfect. So it's going to sound like
these guys traffic just like I'm in a car, but these guys.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to go to effects. We're going to do an exponential fade.
Traffic just like I'm in a car, but.
And that way, when I'm going to do my own audio. So let's go ahead, make this long. So it's going to go like this, and it's going to freeze. And now it's going to give me enough time to speak and talk. Joseph Anderson, I might use you. Please join the Discord. I might need your help at some point. I'm always looking to get better. I want to take some online classes. So here we go. We're going to do something. I'm going to talk about what I'm seeing right here, and I'm going to add it to the video. I got. Do I have an SD card in there? Yes, I do. Okay. So, and we're going to do it live. So, let's see. So before I even start, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I see here is that these cars right here on the left, they are not stopping. This is a yellow turning red. So these guys are not stopping. I have traffic. This is a huge intersection, first of all. This is about 4 lanes each, so that's 8 total. So, I mean, we have a ton of people across from me. So that's a 2-lane left turn. I got 3 lanes of traffic at least right here coming. And these people might want to do a U-turn. So that's all I'm looking at. At the same time, I'm keeping an eye on these pedestrians, seeing if anybody's wanting to walk or run out in front of me. So I have to like look left, look right, look left, look right, look straight ahead, and then go. And I think I even do that. Let's see.
Guys don't like to stop.
Look right.
I am looking, and the light is turning red.
Look left. Look right.
Light turned red.
Look straight.
These people
look
are turning left, and I just try to be extra
and I'm like
safe.
boom, 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 boom. So I'm always doing that. You're McFly in the Discord. Hey, man, I might be picking your brain, dude. I might be picking your brain. I'm not paying attention to the Discord right now, but I always could do better when it comes to editing. So we're going to do...
on the traffic, just like I'm in a car. But
okay. So this is... We got plenty of time. So let's see, what did I say beforehand?
I make sure that I'm off to the truck. So I'm going to keep an eye on the traffic, just like I'm in a car. But
okay. So we're going to do this. What is up, guys? I am editing the video, and I wanted to focus on this one spot that this is very important because intersections are extremely deadly, and I even talk about that later on in this video, but I want to talk to you guys right now while it's still kind of fresh. I'm looking over to the left. Now, over to the left, I have 3 lanes of travel coming towards me, and I don't know if they're going to be switching into the first lane, second lane, third lane, going left. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm looking left. I'm also paying attention to the fact that this is a massive intersection. I have 2 left turns or turn lanes up ahead in front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow. Also to my right, you see that van, and I don't know if they're going to try to make a U-turn if they get the green arrow or not. At the same time, I am looking to my right, or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians, making sure they're not jolting out in front of me or running across towards Denny's or running across towards the left of the screen. I'm also looking at debris in the road. You got to make sure there's no debris in the road, because if you do have to gun it out of there, if you do have to accelerate out of there, you do not want to be spinning your tires on debris on the road itself. So double check and make sure you're left. You make sure that there's no traffic coming into your lane. And even though you're not supposed to merge or change lanes during an intersection, a lot of people do that, so I still don't trust them. And you'll see that when I resume the video, and you'll see that I wait for the van to my right to actually turn left in front of traffic so that they could possibly block people. So let's go ahead and jump straight back into the video and see what goes on. Okay, so that right there, we are going to put it on SD card. Boom, boom, and we're gonna go over here and we'll just create a new folder and put live edit. So we'll put that in there. So let's get that. So live edit, and we got my DR05, and we are going to, how many folders do I have up? Okay, cool. And then we are going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay, so that's it's longer than I thought it would be. This is gonna be a long video, to be quite honest.
Like I'm in a car, but
What is up, guys?
So that's low. That's low volume. That's the thing with when I'm writing, it's higher because I'm yelling. So we're gonna do this. We have to increase everything,
What is up, guys?
and we're gonna do a cross constant gain.
these guys don't like in a car, but these guys
What
don't
is up,
like
guys? I am editing.
Okay, we're not gonna do that.
car, but
What is up, guys? I am.
Okay, here we go. That's fine. So we'll do more volume. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to the editing and at the same time your guys' comments. I get a lot of comments. This is awesome, guys. Thank you.
What is up, guys? I am editing the video.
So we will increase more volume.
traffic, just like I'm in a car, but
What is up, guys? I am editing the video, and I wanted to focus on this one spot that this is very important because intersections are extremely deadly, and I even talk about that later on in this video, but I want to talk to you guys right now while it's still kind of fresh. I'm looking over to the left. Now, over to the left, I have 3 lanes of travel coming towards me, and I don't know if they're going to be switching into the first lane, second lane, third lane, going left. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm looking left. I'm also paying attention to the fact that this is a massive intersection. I have 2 left turns or turn lanes up ahead in front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow. Also to my right, you see that van, and I don't know if they're going to try to make a U-turn if they get the green arrow or not. At the same time, I am looking to my right, or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians, making sure they're not jolting out in front of me or running across towards Denny's or running across towards the left of the screen. I'm also looking at debris in the road. You got to make sure there's no debris in the road, because if you do have to gun it out of there, if you do have to accelerate out of there, you do not want to be spinning your tires on debris on the road itself. So double check and make sure you're left. You make sure that there's no traffic coming into your lane. And even though you're not supposed to merge or change lanes during an intersection, a lot of people do that, so I still don't trust them. And you'll see that when I resume the video, and you'll see that I wait for the van to my right to actually turn left in front of traffic so that they could possibly block people. So let's go ahead and jump straight back into the video and see what goes on.
So I'm about Mondragon. I'm 30 minutes into editing this video, and this is like not even the rough draft for 5 minutes into it, and it's a 25-minute video. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot. So let's see.
don't like to stop. I am looking and the light is turning red. Light turned red. These people are turning left, and
We got a question, Alpha AMA. I just came back from a ride, 4-way stop, truck to the left of me, coming in hot, but slow down for the stop sign. As I'm going, truck decides to go too. What should I have done in that case? Well, if it's, from what I understand in Arizona at least, if 2 people come to the intersection at the same time on a 4-way stop, the person to the right has the right-of-way. So you have the right-of-way. That person was not waiting. So he didn't treat you as a vehicle. He treated you as something tiny in the road. So as soon as you left, he knew he can get around you quick. He wouldn't have done that to a semi. He wouldn't have done that to a car. What you've done in that case, if he starts to go and you're already in the intersection, because it's your right to go, and he starts to go, just twist that throttle. It'll get you a couple feet further than you would have been, and then slow it down because they're not going out to hit you. They're going to go across. So just hit it real quick and go. Get out of the intersection. Once you are past half of the intersection, you should be golden in terms of that driver. So that's what I would have done. I would have just boop, hit it.
And I just try to be extra safe.
So
And see what goes on.
Just don't like to.
So let's see.
See what goes on.
But these guys don't like to stop.
See what goes on.
But these
See what goes on.
guys don't like to stop. I am looking and guys don't like to stop. I am looking and the light is turning red.
So right here we got.
I'm looking. I even talk about that later on in this video, but I want to talk to you guys right now while it's still kind of fresh. I'm looking over to the left.
Okay, looking over to the left. Boom. Oops. I want to grab that one. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I have 3 lanes of travel coming towards me.
Hey, from Ireland.
And I don't know if they're going to be switching into the first lane, second lane, third lane, going left. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm looking left. I'm also paying attention to the fact that this is a massive intersection.
So this one, let's see. Do I have an editing effect for that? I don't think I have an editing effect for... because I want to put a circle. Ooh, I need to get another external hard drive. This thing's filling up. Let's see. Nope, I don't have... Let's see.
I have 2 left turns, or turn lanes up ahead.
So right here... Nice, Mondragon. Nice to have you here, man. I might be here for a while. I might actually go through the whole thing, just because I would like to get this done and get your guys' input. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I might be here for a while, so you guys can see the whole process. So let's go over here. Let's make it tinier. Actually, let's do it above. Let's do it above. Let's make it bigger.
In front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow. Also to my right, you see that van.
Boom. Also to my right, you see that van. Let's paste attributes. Yep. And we shall grab it. Wow.
And I don't know if they're going to try to make a U-turn if they get the green arrow or not. At the same time, I am looking to my right, or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians. Or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians.
See, the thing is, like, I could just be like, oh, well, I'm not going to put an arrow there. I'm not going to, you know, put in anything. And I know I could do different arrows. Here's the thing is, like, when it comes to editing, I'm not the best. I am better when it comes to thinking of stuff and maybe explaining it, but I'm definitely not the best when it comes to editing.
Pedestrians, making sure they're not jolting out in front of me or running across towards Denny's or running across towards the left of the screen. I'm also looking at debris in the road.
I feel like one of those NFL announcers that is just drawing all over the screen, you know what I mean? I wish I could do that. I need to find a way to do that. I think that'd be really cool. Is to like do this, but then like draw all over the screen.
You got to make sure there's no debris in the road, because if you do have to gun it out of there, if you do have to accelerate out of there, you do not want to be spinning your tires on debris.
See, even more, I think arrows is not enough. So let's go ahead and let's call this arrows, so we're not blowing this thing up. So let's go here, here, boom. Put it in there. We'll do this. Let's do cross traffic. Actually, we'll just call this first intersection because I can make multiple things. So here we go. Go there. Go there. Alright, so we got one second. Cross traffic. You ever ride to Yuma? I haven't rode to Yuma since leaving, so it's been over a year and I haven't rode to Yuma. I've driven to Yuma, but there's no reason for me. For some reason, I just don't feel like I need to go. So let's go ahead. I like Tucson.
Fact that this is a massive intersection. I have 2 left turns or turn lanes up ahead.
Okay, so actually let's not cut that. Let's see. See, this is where it would be good to know, because I'm probably making this harder than I should. I would love to put a timestamp to where this next text pops up, because I know if I put it in here, it's going to pop up when I don't want it to pop up. I don't know that though. Let's see. Transform, properties, fill. See, we'll just do it the hard way. We are going to do it the hard way. Let's do this. Left turn lane. We'll do this. Let's see how that looks. Okay.
In front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow.
Sorry for the small screen. It's so
Also
I can
to my
have
right,
more
you see
room.
that van.
So I can have more room. So let's do. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I am absolutely sure. Because I know there's an easy way for me to do this on Final Cut Pro 10.
And I don't know if they're going to try to make a U-turn if they get the green arrow or not. At the same time, I am looking to my right, or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians, making sure they're not jolting out in front of me. Attention to my right for
Okay, so we will do this. Pedestrians.
making sure they're not jolting out in front of me or running across towards Denny's or running across towards the left of the screen. I'm also looking at debris in the road.
Debris. So this is just a bunch of extra stuff. Okay, so let's see how it looks. So let's go ahead and make this. Look how massive that thing is.
Talk about that later on in this video, but I want to talk to you guys right now while it's still kind of fresh. I'm looking over to the left. Now over to the left I have 3.
Copy the text section and replace the internal element and move it. I don't even know what the internal element is. That's my problem.
Lanes of travel coming towards me.
I need to learn that.
And I don't know if they're going to be switching into the first lane,
Especially if this is
second
going to be
lane,
my
third
new
lane,
career
going
and
left.
job.
I don't know what they're doing, so I'm looking left. I'm also paying attention to the fact that this is a massive intersection. I have 2 left turns or turn lanes up ahead in front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow. Also to my right you see that van, and I don't know if they're going to try to make a U-turn if they get the green arrow or not. At the same time, I am looking to my right, or I'm paying attention to my right for pedestrians, making sure they're not jolting out in front of me or running across towards Denny's or running across towards the left of the screen.
Of course I listened. Shrimp Jesus, Janice. Yeah, of course I listened, man. I wanna figure this out. I wanna make it so that if it helps you out and it explains it better, I'm gonna find a way.
I'm also looking at debris in the road. You got to make sure there's no debris in the road, because if you do have to gun it out of there, if you do have to accelerate out of there, you do not want to be spinning your tires on debris on the road itself. So double check and make sure you're left. You make sure that there's no traffic coming into your lane. And even though you're not supposed to merge or change lanes during an intersection, a lot of people do that, so I still don't trust them. And you'll see that when I resume the video, and you'll see that I wait for the van to my right to actually turn left in front of traffic so that they could possibly block people. So let's go. I wait for the van to my right to actually turn left in front of traffic so that they could possibly block people. So let's go ahead and jump straight back into the video and see what goes on.
Guys don't like to stop. I am looking and the light is turning red. Light turned red. These people are turning left, and I just try to be extra safe and just pull out. Get into the first lane like you're supposed to, wave at the other biker. He head nodded me. Now I'm in lane, or I'm position 1 on this lane right here. Keep an eye out for this. He head nodded me. Now I'm in lane, or I'm position 1 on this lane right here. Keep an eye out.
See, I almost want to just like find pictures and do this, and then just like talk about it. You know what I mean? Find pictures of an intersection. Like, this is what I'm looking for. 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 And cars parked on each end. There's oncoming, but there's not enough room for the car and me. But I would have to be very close to the parked car. What should I do? Yeah, someone could possibly open the door. I would just stop. I would stop. I would try to get in between like the two cars. I'd try to like pull in and stop as best I could. Especially if there's no room. Alright, so let's see. I got another arrow. Let's go ahead and do this. It's gonna be for a split second, so it's just gonna be. Let's see.
Right here. Keep an eye out.
Oh, volume went out.
An eye out for this. You're just riding. This is a typical just.
Yeah, it's almost like a driver's ed book. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, always ride like the cagers are out to get you. Yeah, pictures. It would be great. Like, seriously, like a driver's ed book.
Just hanging out and riding. This guy's hitting the brakes in front of me. I'm looking at my mirror right here. I'm gonna do a head check right here. I slowed down on the throttle so I can, because I was catching up to this person, so I slowed down the throttle at the same time so I maintain the same speed as this person. So now that I'm in a different lane, I am gaining some speed. I'm still going within the speed limit, but they're going slower. So now I'm kind of sandwiched between this white car and this white truck. Now this white car is starting to move up. This white truck is starting to slow down. I'm gonna do a head check. I personally like to switch lanes as much as possible so that I have the most buffer. So right now I have the most room on each side. I can switch into this lane if there's an object. I can swerve into this lane. Nope, there's a piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to swerve, and you can do counter steering very easily with one hand. You can even do it with no hands, but I'm on a turn. I'm not going to show you. Truck. Now this white car is starting to move up. This white truck is starting to slow down. I'm going to do a head check. I personally like to switch lanes as much as possible so that I have the most buffer. So right now I have the most room on each side. I can switch into this lane if there's an object. I can swerve into this lane. Nope, there's a piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. Personally like to switch lanes as much as possible so that I have the most buffer. So right now I have the most room on each side. I can switch into this lane if there's an object. I can swerve into this lane. Nope, there's a swerve into this lane. Nope. I can swerve into this lane. Nope.
Actually.
Oh, there's a piece.
Let's see. So we're gonna do frame hold.
Piece of
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this is what I want.
piece of metal, right? There's a piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to swerve, and you could do counter steering. And you could do counter steering. Piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to swerve.
See, that's the problem.
And you could do counter.
Trying to think, because there's something I want to do right there. Oh, there we go. Let's go right here. So
Piece of metal.
okay, so that's where I want to go. Yeah, it's a piece of metal. Sorry, whenever you edit, it's like you're going over the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Dewey, nice. Congrats, man. Police Academy, awesome. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Congrats. Alright, so we got a piece of metal, and I want to like highlight that piece of metal. Keep saying piece of metal. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. So let's do a frame hold.
Piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to piece of metal right here.
Okay, so now doink, and what we're gonna do let's see how it goes.
Better to swerve.
Boom, see how it synced the audio. So now it's gonna
Nope, there's a piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to swerve, and you could do counter steering.
wait. So we'll do cross dissolve for that.
On the ground. It's better to swerve, and you could do counter.
Okay, so now we'll do an arrow. So I was literally talking about like debris in the road, and there's a big old piece of metal in the road. So we'll do, and you can swerve out of the way one-handed. So when people say you need to have both hands on the bike, it's like I'm talking to you guys at the same time. I can swerve out of the way. It's because you just need to stay aware.
This lane, nope, there's a piece of metal right here. I just saw that on the ground. It's better to swerve, and you could do counter steering very easily with one hand. You can even do it with no hands, but I'm on a turn. I'm not going to show you. But always keep an eye out, and I'm doing this like this massive scan, just like this. Looking to my left, looking at the ground. Looking to my right, looking above at the light. Turned yellow while I was in the intersection, looking to the left. Looking down, hitting the brakes, looking to the right. I'm constantly doing that, and this guy's looking at me like I'm an idiot because I'm like moving my hand around. So I looked at the mirror right here. This car is right there, and I wanted to switch lanes because these cars were slowing down. I do not want to be with the slow vehicles, because if I'm in the back of a slow pack, the car behind me has a greater chance of hitting me. So I want to be part of the fast pack, so that, because I'm one of the fastest vehicles on the road. I want to be part of the fast pack.
Squishable and non-squishable. No, I haven't. And that's a good thing to talk about, because I mean, you definitely can't squish a coyote. That might hurt. A bird you can hit. Snakes, rodents you can hit. Just run them over. Do not try to swerve out of the way for those. Lizards, just run them over. But coyotes and like animals that are like the size of a cat or a dog, you might want to make an effort to get out of the way. But if you can't, you just straight up, boom, hit them. What's up, Wet Banana Moto? How you doing, man?
So I can get out of the way of other obstructions and other vehicles. Once again, I'm staying towards the this position in my lane, so I have a good view straight ahead. If I was over here, like I mentioned in the last video, I do not have the greatest view, and I'm super close to an obstruction, which is this curb, and I could have stuff in my way. So I'm going to switch back into this position.
The mirror position is underside. If you can see right here, I have the GoPro Hero 4 Black. It is using the mirror slot basically on my right. So I can't have a mirror on my right because I'm using the GoPro Hero 4. If I didn't have that, I would probably have an under mirror just like the left side. I can see a lot. It's probably like 70% total visual compared to being up here. Maybe closer to 80, because even though if you have it up here, you're going to be seeing yourself a lot. Here I can see everything to the left more down, but I can still see stuff. So you can still do that. So it's, let's see. Oh, we got more messages. Sorry. Here we go.
Now I have perfect view, and if something does happen where these people slam their brakes, you have enough room to lane split right here. If you're over there, they might slam the brakes and turn left, and you're cut. You cannot, I mean, you're going to try to go over the curb, but you're going to fall and crash. So here, typically, they are going to, if they're going to slam the brakes, they're going to try to...
So let's put an arrow.
I do not want to be with the slow vehicles, because one of the fastest vehicles on the road. I want to be part of the fast pack, so I can get out of the way of other obstructions and other vehicles.
All right, Dewey, nice to have you in here.
I'm staying towards the this position in my lane, so I have a good view straight ahead. If I was over here, like I mentioned in the last video, I do not have the greatest view, and I'm super close to an obstruction, which is this curb, and I could have stuff in my way. So I'm going to switch back into this position. Now I have perfect view, and if something does happen where these people slam their brakes, you have enough room to lane split right here. If you're lane split right here.
Right here.
If you're enough room to lane split right here. If you're over there, they might slam the brakes and turn left, and you're cut. You cannot, I mean, you're going to try to go over the curb, but you're going to fall and crash. So here, typically, they are going to, if they're going to slam the brakes, they're going to try to slam the brakes and go towards the left. You know, they're trying to avoid something. They don't want to hit another vehicle. They would rather hit the curb than hit the other vehicle. So you are going to have some room when it comes to having to stop. So these people are stopping now. I see that there's a bunch of
traffic up ahead. Now the issue with the bunch of traffic is that sometimes cars don't stop until they're like right on their asses. So you have to look ahead. Oh, damn it. You have to look ahead yourself. So you right here, I'm already stopping. Even I see that they have brakes, but I'm stopping anyways.
Traffic up ahead. And I'm going to slow down. I do not want to be right behind this vehicle, so I'm going to get off
Seriously, Janice, these arrows are annoying me. Look at all this.
to the left. And in fact, I don't even want to be in this. So I know where I'm at, so I'm going to go ahead and turn left. I'm just going to turn left. Sometimes you have to do that to get away from this massive traffic, and I don't like it. So when I come up to a left turn, I usually, this right here, this USPS truck is giving me enough room. So I'm going to be right here. Sometimes I even get, let's see. Sometimes I even get up further. There we go. That way, if somebody does want to come up and like share my lane, most times I get a little upset, but if they want to share my lane and give me the appropriate space, that's perfectly fine. Let's see if I can show you guys how much my lane. Most times I get a little upset, but if they want to share my lane and give me the appropriate space, that's perfectly fine. Let's see if I can show you guys how much. So they're giving me a ton of space, which is great. I'm glad that they're doing that. I'm keeping an eye on them. I have no problem if they want to scoot up a little further, only because they will be blocking the cars behind them from hitting me. But I stick off to the side, for one, so I don't get sandwiched between vehicles. That's something I learned as a firefighter, that if you're in between vehicles, another vehicle can hit that vehicle, sandwich you, cut your legs off, or cause you severe damage or kill you. But right now what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the
Let's cut that little section out.
I'm focusing on the car behind me through this through my rearview mirror, doing head checks, and I see that it's green light and I have people coming this way. I know that this is probably gonna be a left lagging left turn, so we have a bunch of cars over here turning left, and my lane's gonna be turning left. I'm double checking the road while I'm sitting at the intersection so that I see.
What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? How you doing? Hope everything's good, man.
It doesn't look like there's anything in my path, so this guy's gonna want to go for it. You gonna go for it? See, I can see a lot on this side. If I'm on this side, I can see where the traffic's coming. If I was on the other side, I wouldn't be able to see the oncoming traffic. So now I can.
What's up, Monica? How you doing?
White, don't do it.
How you doing, man?
Just wait for the arrow. Sometimes it's just better to wait for the arrow, especially since you have this big red truck in front of us blocking the view. So it's turning yellow. I'm looking over to my right, looking over to my left. He's gonna go. I'm actually gonna wait, and now I'm gonna go. I'm looking. I still look both ways. I look at the ground. There's a hole in the ground. And I'm just positioning myself in this massive lane so I get the view ahead of them. And that's something that I do with, especially with cars in front of me. And if it's a truck, I'll tell you what I do with that. But with cars, I'm actually able to see over the car for the most part. Or if I'm off to the side, I can see around the car. And that is what you want to do. You don't want to focus on the car right in front of you, the vehicle right in front of you. You want to see the road in front of the vehicle, and then have this vehicle right here.
I hate that feeling.
Peripheral. Right now it's a
when
blind
the only
spot.
thing keeping
So
you up is caffeine.
lane, so now I can see ahead of this vehicle.
I feel.
And I have this USPS
nasty.
vehicle, this truck, this mailman, in my peripheral. It's out of focus. My focus is literally the vehicle.
So here it's like I'm pointing a lot.
Most part, or if I'm off to the side, I can see around the car. And that is what you want to do. You don't want to focus on the car right in front of you, the vehicle right in front of you. You want to see the road in front of the vehicle, and then have this vehicle right here as your peripheral. Right now it's a blind spot, so I'm going to switch over to this lane. So now I can see ahead of this vehicle, and I have this USPS vehicle.
Yeah, I need to do one on the interstate. I have to like scream. Like my voice is like gone because I literally was talking for 30 minutes.
This truck, this mailman,
yelling,
in
talking.
my peripheral. It's out of focus. My focus is literally the road ahead of them. So right now they're kind of like blurred out in my vision, and I'm focusing on the road right here. That's what I'm doing, and I make
so
to the side. I can see around the.
Nice to have you in here, Creative Gaming. Thank you for being here since the beginning. It's been a whole hour. I appreciate it. I'll be seeing you later.
Car. And that is what you want to do. You don't want to focus on the car right in front of you, the vehicle right in front of you. You want to see the road in front of the vehicle. my focus is literally the road ahead of them. So right now they're kind of like blurred out in my
Nice
vision,
to have you
and
here,
I'm focusing on
Janice.
the road
This
right
video will
here.
be up Monday.
That's what I'm doing, and I'm
Thank
making
you.
sure I'm
Thank
within
you for
my
being
lane.
here.
Now sometimes these people right here that are turning are assholes, and will actually swerve into your lane. So keep an eye on that, to where if you have to, you swerve out. So now I'm looking ahead of the blind turn at the same time, I'm doing this. I'm looking ahead, but I'm also looking down here, so that way if there's anything in the road and my debris. Now the best way to really get a good view is to slow down. Let the vehicle in front of you go ahead. That way you have more room. If you're on their ass, you're not going to see anything. So right now we got debris right here, and now I don't have to switch back and forth into these lanes to get the best view. I can still see ahead of the USPS truck, and I can see the debris. I can see a bunch of debris if I have to. So right now I'm in the perfect spot, just kind of relaxing. And as you notice, I've been using my hands to talk this whole time. When you are aware of things, you see things, you have confidence in your bike, you can actually swerve out of the way and counter steer with just one hand easily. But you really need to focus on, I have this blind turn. Okay, blind turn, nothing in the road. Cool. I'm constantly doing this. Remember I said I was doing this? So I got the car, got the ground. Got to the right, no one's pulling out. Looking ahead, I see nothing in front of the USPS. I'm moving left. I see these cars. It's kind of a blind turn, so I switch lanes. This is like, a lot of it's natural, and it will come naturally to you, but I'm constantly doing this. So I got a car coming, nothing in the ground. Nothing off to the right, nothing ahead of me other than the truck. Same position as it was a couple seconds ago. Nothing to the left, check. And sometimes I'll do this. I'll do this. Every so often I'll be like, boom, hit the mirror, take a look, do a head check, look straight, do a head check. I'll constantly do this like all the time.
Nice having you here, Frederick. I want you guys to be safe. That's why I'm doing this. That's exactly why I'm doing this.
I know instinctively I don't have to look real quick. I don't have to, like make sure, hey, no one's there and swerve. I already know because I've checked 3 times within the last 10 seconds that there's nothing there. So I could literally just do this and it won't be an issue. I'm also looking at these tar snakes. So there's a bunch of tar snakes on the right, going parallel with me. There's a lot of perpendicular ones on this side. Those don't cause the problems. Right now it's about 100 degrees. If I went over here and I was trying to make this turn on the tar snake, it could slip out from underneath me. So I'm trying to avoid this tar snake, and I'm staying over here. There is some, rock and road debris, but the lane I'm in, the position I'm in, is usually where the left tire is, right underneath the driver, and that tire is kicking out dirt. So I'm actually in a pretty clean spot. Now I have to turn right, so I'm doing a head check even in my own lane, just in case there's another biker. Because I've had that happen where I'm gonna go turn right, turn left, and a frickin' other biker decided to come in with me. So right here I'm giving myself enough room from the right turn. Same thing. I really love these green arrows, but still I don't trust them. So here we go, first lane. Sometimes I wait for these cars to make their left turn before I even use my green right arrow to go. Because if they are turning, the other cars that want to run the red light will see those cars time. Sometimes I wait. So I'm doing a head check even in my own lane, just in case there's another biker. Because I've had that happen where I'm gonna go turn right, turn left, and a frickin' other biker decided to come in with me. So right here I'm giving myself enough room from the right turn. Same thing.
Sorry. Discord. Something happened in Discord.
I really love these green arrows, but still, I don't trust them.
So I have a green right arrow right here. So that means these people have a green left arrow, and these people have a green left arrow for them. So left turn arrows here, left turn arrows there. I have a green right arrow. These people, this FedEx trucks has a right arrow. There's been times where I'm in the left arrow right here, and somebody sees movement to their side because they're not paying attention, they start creeping out into the intersection, and then they go because they're like embarrassed, like crap, 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 and they just go and cause an accident. So they're gonna try to gun it across. Usually at these smaller intersections, these big ones not so much, but they could totally hit me. So I keep an eye on that. And you actually, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna talk about that.
Just in case there's another biker, because I've had that happen where I'm gonna go turn right, turn left, and a frickin' another biker decided to come in with me. So right here, I'm giving myself enough room from the right turn. Same thing. I really love these green arrows, but still, I don't trust them.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing that we did a little while ago. This one's be a little bit shorter.
Green arrows, but still, I don't trust them.
So boom, frame hold. And then we will do, oops, nope. Do this, unlink. So I just need the frame. Okay. Okay, cool. So we are going to do this. We got another audio. All right, here we go. All right.
Arrows, but still.
What's up, John Mendez? How you doing? All right, so we're gonna record this part. So what I'm talking about is what I just said.
I love these green arrows, but still, I don't trust them.
We'll do. Do I have an exponential fade on the other one? Yes, I do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. Do an effect. Whenever I edit, I get into like this relaxed mode, so I get quiet, and I get distracted actually. So let's go ahead and go over here. All right. So we're gonna do a quick talk. So how did I end it?
Really love these green arrows, but still, I don't trust them.
So the reason why I don't trust them is that at the, let's go ahead and start that one again. So the reason why I don't trust them is when I have a right turn arrow that's green. That means the white van over here has a left turn arrow to go around, to go north, and then to my right, you can't see it 'cause it's off screen, you'll see a group of cars going left to go south. Now I've had moments where I've been in the left turn arrow where the white car is, let's go and start that one again. I don't like that one. So the reason why I don't trust these vehicles, this is the problem with editing sometimes. You mess up, you mess up. Have you seen out and about here? Have seen you out and about. John, you have, dude? That's awesome. Where have you seen me, man? So the one reason why I don't really trust these arrows and these vehicles is really human error, because I get a right turn arrow, a green right turn arrow to turn right. So it should be good to go. That means the car and the van right here, this white van, has a left turn arrow to go north. So north is at the top of the screen, basically top right of the screen. And then the vehicles to the right off screen are turning left to go south. Now they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances where I'm sitting behind the cars next to the ones over here. They see movement and they have a red light, but they see movement and they're not paying attention because they're on their phones. They start going into the intersection. As soon as they start going into the intersection, they freak out. They don't know what's going on because they see cars turning left in front of them. They either gun it, they hit the accelerator as fast as they can so they can get in front of those left turn people going south, and then now they're across the intersection, embarrassed, but possibly cause an accident. It usually happens on smaller intersections, but this one's a very big intersection, so it might not happen, but still can happen. So I usually wait. I wait and wait and wait, and you'll see that coming up right now, where I'll wait until the people off to the right are turning left to go south, and they're actually blocking the intersection for me. So if anyone gets hit, they will. So I don't want to have anybody trying to speed through in front of them before I go. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and get back to the video. Boom. Okay. Here we go. So that's I did that for the first intersection, so now we're gonna do something very similar for this intersection. I think that's gonna be the last intersection that we're gonna mess around with, because I did take a lot, and I think I was able to explain myself pretty well. I got like an ingrown hair right on my lip. I've been playing with it all editing. Alright, so let's go here, and we're gonna import it to my computer. So where are you at? Raw footage. What should the title of this video be? Because I'm calling it situational awareness, but I wonder what the title of the video should be. What do you guys think? What's a good video title for this one? All right, so we got live edit. Boom. So import. Oh, it's a long one. Okay, that's what she said. There we go. Oops. Okay. This is going to be a long video. I try not to make beginner tip videos this long, but we'll see.
But still.
Avoiding road hazards. Yeah. That's a good one. Nice to have you, Chris. It's all about being honest. It's all about being honest. That's it. One of the quotes that I'm gonna be making my family motto, and that's something that I've always been doing, but I just could never figure out how to say it. And this is the one thing: do only those things that you can speak of with honor. So, being truthful, have integrity, having with honor. Only do things with honor. So that to me is what I do. That's I have to, or else I can't live with myself. So we'll paste attributes since that was a good one. Okay, so here we go.
These green arrows, but still, I don't trust.
So the one reason why I don't really trust these arrows and these vehicles is really human error, because I get a right.
Yeah, make it a two-part video if I need to, because it's already gonna be like 30 minutes.
Turn arrow, a green right turn arrow to turn right. So it should be good to go. That means the car and the van right.
So right there, we're gonna put an arrow. So we'll actually duplicate that. Oh, nope. Left turn lane. So we'll put that there. So we need arrows. There we go. Duplicate.
Right here, this.
So we'll do this. Boom, boom. We'll move you up.
White van
Why isn't it showing the arrow on here?
has a left turn arrow to go north. So north is at the top of the screen, basically top right of the screen. And then the vehicles to the right.
That's why. Okay.
Off screen.
So we're going to do duplicate. So we're just going to move that off the way. Crap. So
To the right off screen.
okay. And we shall do this.
Are turning left to go south. Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances where I'm sitting behind the car. These cars are going to be going north. I've had left to go south.
South.
Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had green are turning left to go south. Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances where I'm sitting behind the cars next to the ones over here.
Over here.
They see movement and they have a red light, but they see movement and they're not paying attention because they're on their phones. They start going into the intersection. As soon as they start going into the intersection, they freak out. They don't know what's going on.
So intersection.
Intersection. As soon as
So we're gonna do this. Where you at? There you are. We're actually gonna make it smaller, then stretch. Nope, I want to stretch it. I don't want to scale. Is there a stretch? Nope. Motion. Nope. Let's do video effects. Let's do adjust. Nope. Let's do distort. We already have no, we don't have transform up there. Let's go ahead and do transform. There we go. Boom. Ah, come on. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Oh, motion. Duh.
they start going into the intersection. As soon as they start going into the intersection, they freak out. They don't know what's going on because they see cars turning left in front of them. They either gun it, they hit the accelerator as fast as they can so they can get in front of those left turn people going south, and then now they're across the intersection, embarrassed, but possibly cause an accident. It usually happens on smaller intersections, but this one's a very big intersection, so it might not happen, but still can happen. So I usually wait. I wait and wait and wait, and you'll see that coming up right now, where I'll wait until the people off to the right are turning left to go south, and they're actually blocking the intersection for me. So if anyone gets hit, they will. So I don't want to have anybody trying to speed through in front of them before I go. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and get back to the video.
So here we go, first lane. Sometimes I wait for...
Turn right. So it should be...
There we go. So we got this.
Good to go. That means the car and the van right here, this white van, has a left turn arrow to go north. So north is at the top of the screen, basically top right of the screen. And then the vehicles to the right off screen are turning left to go south. Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances.
So this is going to be that.
Where I'm sitting behind the cars next to the ones over here.
Actually, it's not cross traffic. Let's do left turn lane. Okay. Let's move you off a little bit. And we'll do cross traffic for that one.
They see movement.
In fact, let's
are turning left to go south.
So we're going to do a south one. We'll just call it south. Okay.
Left to go south. Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances where I'm sitting behind the cars next to the ones over here. They see movement, and they have a red light, but they see movement, and they're not paying attention because they're on their phones. they start going into the intersection. As soon as they start going to the intersection, they freak out. They don't know what's going on because they see cars turning left in front of them. They either gun it, they hit the accelerator as fast as they can so they can get in front of those left turn people going south, and then now they're across the intersection, embarrassed, but possibly cause an accident. It usually happens on smaller intersections, but this one's a very big intersection, so it might not happen, but still can happen. So I usually wait. I wait and wait and wait, and you'll see that coming up right now, where I'll wait until the people off to the right are turning left to go south, and they're actually blocking the intersection for me. So if anyone gets hit, they will. So I don't want to have anybody trying to speed through in front of them before I go. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Now I'm gonna put crosses alls on a lot of these.
So here we go, first lane. Sometimes I wait for these cars to make their left turn before I even use my green right arrow to go, because if they are turning, the other cars that want to run the red light will see those cars. They won't see me. As bright as I am with the white and everything, they'll see those cars turning in front of them, and then they'll slow down or stop. And if they don't slow down or stop, they're gonna hit those cars, and I can just book it. All right, so right here I see kind of like an oil streak in the center of this lane. So position 2 in this lane, there's like an oil streak. So I'm actually staying in position 1. That way I'm more visible, because this turn, it's almost a blind turn.
How you doing, man?
Be able to see around the
I'm
turn
good. I'm getting tired though. It's like nap time for me. It is 3 o'clock.
I'm looking into my
It's
mirror,
nap time.
looking at my blind spot, nothing. Applying both brakes, and I'm slowly downshifting. So I'll downshift, slowly let out the clutch. Downshift, slowly let out the clutch. And right now it just turned green, so I'm not actually going to stop. I'm in first gear, I think. Maybe I'm in second gear, I don't know. So slowly, did a real quick peripheral. Okay, now I'm going faster than this vehicle ahead of me. And I don't want to judge based on license plates and types of drivers, but this license plate has a handicap sign on it, so I'm assuming it's an elderly driver. So reaction times are a little bit slower. Doing a head check so I can get away from that vehicle. I'm going to get away from that vehicle. I'm going to get basically in the center of this lane, because I see 2 tar snakes on both sides. And I'm just going to do a quick look. It's an elderly man.
That does sound nice, man.
So I think my assumption would be correct, that his reaction speed will be a little bit slower. So I want to kind of get away from that. So right now, I have a kind of a visual situational awareness that he's over there in my right blind spot. I'm going to slow down. I checked my mirror, make sure nobody's behind me, because you never know if they are not going to slow down on time. And now we're back to another intersection. Now intersections are pretty dangerous. This is where most people get killed on motorcycles, are intersections. I do not like red light runners, so people on the left, people on the right, there's no one there. Their light just turned red, but sometimes that only puts out a green arrow. Right now it's a green light for me. I'm gonna double check, even though these cars went out in front of me. And now I'm gonna get out of the intersection. You see how I accelerated out of the intersection just to get up to speed to this car. So this car is doing its thing. These 2 cars are side by side. This is a pretty dangerous spot, especially since this is a left turn. I want to get into this spot right here, like I mentioned earlier, where I can lane split. But now I'm starting to get into this person's blind spot. I have a blind turn.
This is so relaxing to me. Editing is relaxing. Sitting at this computer chair is relaxing.
And now I am out in the open, which is great. But I got a red car right here, and he is just sitting there. I don't know if he's getting annoyed or tired of it, so he might gun out in front of me and go at the light. I don't know, so I was keeping an eye on him, checking my mirrors, no one behind me. Sometimes you can just do a full-on head check all the way around. Turned yellow right here, keep an eye on that. Looking at the ground too, because there's this part of the street and this side of town, it can be a little choppy. There's little potholes. So right now I'm slowing down. I got a car behind me, so I'm gonna actually stay off to the left over here, because there is a lot of oil at intersections, especially at the front. If there's another car like this car to my right, they can trip the sensors, because there's a sensor right there, and I'm not going to trip it because I'm not off to
yeah, seriously, I talk with my hands. So I think it helps, though.
There we go.
But a lot of people look at me weird.
I'm going to look left, look right, and get out of the intersection. There we go. Speed limit is 45, and I'm already going 40. So you can accelerate out of the intersection as best you can. That way it puts distance between me and the people behind me, because they are actually kind of far behind me now because I accelerated quicker, and it allows me to get out of the dangerous position in the intersection. This was a green light. I was paying attention to that. we're good. There's a bunch of tar snakes, especially parallel with me, so I'm trying to avoid them. And it's actually a fun little game to practice your counter snakes. So you can do this, you can practice like your body movement, and you can dodge these tar snakes for fun. And that's kind of what I do every once in a while. We got a trailer up ahead, and it has a bunch of gardening stuff. So I'm always afraid something's gonna fall out. So I'm off to the left a little bit, keeping an eye on this. And I wanted to get visual on these vehicles right here. It turned yellow. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pause that section, but
Nope.
we got people here to the right, look right, and get out of the intersection. Hello with me, keep an eye on this, and I wanted to get visual on these vehicles right here. It turned yellow. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pause that section, but we got people here. Turned yellow. We got people here to the right. They're not wanting to go in the left. You never know though. They might just swerve into the left, so I'm off yellow. We got people here to the right. They're not wanting to go in the left. You never know though. They might just swerve into the left, so I'm off to my left of the lane as much as I can, so I have enough distance from them. If I have to, I can just gun it or just hit the brakes. At this point, it's not good to swerve because you will hit the median, but we got a red car coming out right here. And then it looks like everything's good. I got enough in my lane. I'm starting to get into this guy's blind spot. I'm gonna move out of the blind spot, checking my mirrors. I'm constantly doing this, guys. I'm constantly looking left, looking down, looking right, looking up, looking straight, looking left. I'm constantly doing that. And it's not like my eyeballs are focused, boom, 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 boom. It's kind of like this. It's like rotating. It's just constantly, I'm constantly double checking everything. Going left to right, up, down, everything.
No, I don't have special gloves. These are the Roland Sands diesel gloves, and they don't work that great with smartphones, but they actually just came out with one that looks a lot like the ones I have, and they're smartphone capable. So these are Roland Sands design gloves. I have to push hard. The reason why the phone is still on is because I actually have it hooked up to my Bluetooth headphones that are sitting in my saddlebags, and when I have it hooked up to my Bluetooth headphones, the screen won't time out unless I make it time out, that's why I have it like that, so I can constantly have it there.
It's just really easy to do the O pattern. There's also the T. This is all like Firestream stuff. You can do the T. You can it's stuff like that, but doing this is a lot easier. So double checking. Okay, it's a green light for me, but there's no green arrow, so I don't know if this guy's gonna turn left in front of me. So turn right. You can turn right in front of me. Nope. Okay, let's get out of there. Alright, so these people are wanting to merge. This person's pulling off to the side. This person's slowing down because they don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just going to let them go. There's no point in trying to gun it because they might try to gun it. We're freaking each other out, and we're doing that. So I just let them go. It's not a big deal. It's not a race because if I just gunned it, I'm just going to get stuck behind that blue vehicle ahead of them. So see, I got in position to where I can see. Now I'm in a bad position because we're turning left, so I'm actually going to check my own lane so I can be in the left position, so that I can see all this traffic. So now I can see ahead of this car, ahead of this car, ahead of this car, and so on, and that will give me enough reaction time. If I see brake lights up ahead, that means I should just not let go of the handlebars, but let go of the throttle a little bit, maybe relax a little bit, and not try to gun it in speed. So when you get traffic like this, you really have to pay attention because just like in a car, they can slow down and boom, you hit them. That's why people are always getting in accidents because of distracted driving, is that they're looking at their phone when the car in front of them all of a sudden brakes. You're screwed. So it's worse when you're on a motorcycle if you're not paying attention and you hit the person in front of you that hit the brakes because you don't have a cage to protect you. So now I can still see. So I slow down so I can see ahead of them. I still want to be in the left side. The right side's great and all, but this is a blind turn because of all the foliage. I can't see now. I can only see the first three vehicles in front of me.
So there's not much.
So this is a blind turn. So I actually reduced this, or I increased this.
This is why I like what I've started doing lately. Is that I do talk in the terms of I have an idea that I can fix it and edit in post production. When you start making videos and you're like, oh, I'll just fix it in post production, it makes life so much harder. If you think ahead of time, and that's what I've been doing a lot this year, is thinking ahead of time what I'm going to say, and then only really talking on subjects that I feel like I know. When I start talking about subjects that I don't know, if you see my live streams of me working on my bike, like things that I don't know, I'm like super jumbled. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not very confident. Here, it's pretty confident because I've lived this, and it's not just motorcycle riding. I practice this every day when I was driving the ambulance. So this is talks about people on the phone. Uses phone already. When you see a person on their phone while you're riding here in Tucson, if they're using their phone, they're using their phone. I just, if they're gonna do their thing, I'm gonna stay away from them. So I can only focus and prepare for myself for stuff like that. So, but yeah, I this makes it. It's like I have nothing to add when I'm editing this. I have nothing to add. Oops, I don't wanna render.
So I have a better visual in front of me, just in front of me. So now we're getting it to the point where it's going to go up and down, up and down. So I'm behind them enough to where I can see all the vehicles in front. I'm still doing that. I'm still doing the head checks. I just looked in my mirror. I got a white vehicle behind me. Yep. It's right here. I'm off to the left so I can see the vehicles. Somebody hit the brakes. He hit the brakes. He's turning left. I'm going to let them turn left. I'm going to get around them. Head check my own lane. Get back into position one. Now I can see everything. I see that there's a red light coming up. People are starting to brake for the red light. We're going downhill. A lot of people like to slow down going downhill, thinking that they're going to get a speeding ticket going downhill if they accelerate. So everyone's going left, going right, going straight. They're all picking their spots, and I'm letting them do it. It's a red light. There's no reason for me to gun it to get to them.
Keep saying
at
gun
this
it.
point,
I
I'm going to
just
start
need to say
thinking about
accelerate.
braking, so I'm applying both the brakes, downshifted a little bit. Still gonna kind of wait, because my goal at an intersection is to not put my feet down. I really don't want to put my feet down just in case I have to escape. So it's green light. I think I'm in second gear. There we go. Looking left, looking right, making sure no one's turning in front of me. And I gave myself enough distance behind this truck before hitting the intersection that I can accelerate through the intersection, and I'll just
Yeah, man. If you want to start making videos, this is
kind of what you want to do.
Kind of have to do.
You want it to be smooth. You really want it to be smooth. So right now we have a few pieces of traffic in front of us. We got some oncoming traffic. Now this is a single lane with a head-on traffic, so you really have to watch yourself. So what you want to do is position yourself to where you are seen, because these people, they don't want to be, like this truck right here wanted to pull into here, into this neighborhood. They don't want to hold up their end of the traffic. They don't want to hold that up because they don't have a turning lane. So as soon as they feel like they can do it, they're going to gun it. They're going to gun it and try to make it between those two vehicles.
Gun it.
Well, if I'm over here on the right, I can't see the vehicle on the other side. They can't see me. So all they see is that there's an opening between me, or between this truck and a car behind me. And it's a pretty big opening because the car behind me is giving the distance from me. So they think they can make it.
What's up, Blue Unicorn? How you doing, man?
Well, if I'm right here, they think they can make it, so they're going to gun it. Boom, I'm going to hit them. I'm going to
girl, I don't know.
So
How you doing?
I want to be seen, so I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be obnoxious. I'm going to almost ride the line. I want them to see me. I want them to know, okay, I'm not going to turn left in front of you. And that's what it is. And hopefully, hopefully, like this 20-minute video gave you guys an insight. I really want to make this to where you guys learn from it. So I'm gonna try to do as much as I'm gonna do a live edit of this, and then I'm going to get your guys' input, and I'm gonna make this video as best as I possibly can. And I do a lot of a lot of fun things when it comes to this channel. So this is just one aspect of it. But if you want to read about beginner tips and you want to know about more stuff, I do have a link. The first comment of this will be pinned. If you want to read about beginner tips,
let's go ahead and enable. And then I got, let's see. Let's throw in. And that's another thing, guys. I do have, oops. I do have ebooks. More like PDFs. Little guides.
if you want to know about more stuff, I do have a link. The first comment of this will be pinned, and I do have a link in the description. It's going to be to my guides that I like to put out.
So there's that one and this one. So let's. this one we will put over here. We'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll do unlink.
So that you guys are read about beginner tips and you want to know about more stuff.
Let's see how that looks.
About beginner tips and you want to know about more stuff, I do have a link. The first comment of this will be pinned, and I do have a link in the description. It's going to be to my.
I like how it's big, but I think if I do that, no, I don't. Stop it. Nice, still working on it. It's rough draft mode right now. Let's do that. Cool. No, stop. I'm so used to hitting enter. And then we will do this. We'll call it ebook title. We'll do this. You know, I don't even know why I'm doing that. Here, get out of that. Delete. Yes. And I have one already. Link in the description. Okay, so scale. Set the frame size.
Tips and you want to know about more stuff, I do have a link. The first comment.
Let's go ahead. We'll put you there. Put a cross dissolve.
About beginner tips and you want to know about more stuff, I do have a link.
The update, I'm almost towards the end. I let a lot of it play. I did mess with another intersection right here. I can show you that one real quick.
The first comment of this will be pinned, and I do have a link in the description. It's going to be to my guides that I like to put out so that you guys are more prepared and more safe when it comes to riding and picking the appropriate gear. But with that said, I hope you guys are picking the appropriate gear. But with that,
I literally had to like take a breath right there. Come on, there we go.
appropriate gear. But with that said,
We'll do a cross dissolve there, so it's not so jumpy.
the appropriate gear. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I will see you guys very soon.
That's it. I'm gonna put a warp stabilizer on you, and on you, and on you. So this is actually not gonna have to render too much, just because I don't have a lot of face cam. So this is Mondragon. This is the other intersection I was talking about.
Frickin' another biker decided to come in with me. So right here, I'm giving myself enough room from the right turn. Same thing. I really love these green arrows, but still, I don't trust.
So the one reason why I don't really trust these arrows and these vehicles is really human error, because I get a right turn arrow, a green right turn arrow to turn right. So it should be good to go. That means the car and the van right here, this white van, has a left turn arrow to go north. So north is at the top of the screen, basically top right of the screen. And then the vehicles to the right off screen are turning left to go south. Now, they are going to be going south. These cars are going to be going north. I've had instances where I'm sitting behind the cars next to the ones over here. They see movement, and they have a red light, but they see movement, and they're not paying attention because they're on their phones. They start going into the intersection. As soon as they start going into the intersection, they freak out. They don't know what's going on because they see cars turning left in front of them. They either gun it, they hit the accelerator as fast as they can so they can get in front of those left turn people going south, and then now they're across the intersection, embarrassed, but possibly cause an accident. It usually happens on smaller intersections, but this one's a very big intersection, so it might not happen, but still can happen. So I usually wait. I wait and wait and wait, and you'll see that coming up right now, where I'll wait until the people off to the right are turning left to go south, and they're actually blocking the intersection for me. So if anyone gets hit, they will. So I don't want to have anybody trying to speed through in front of them before I go. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and get back to the video.
So that was that. So now what I have to do, I would really like to, thing is, as much as I feel like I'm done, there's always more you can do. So the secret to editing is to do as much as you can, stop, get back to it. Do as much as you can, stop, get back to it. Try to at least do that twice.
We're getting close to rush hour. It's getting close to lunchtime, so that's always in the back of my head when I see a lot of this traffic. Now I'm on Oracle. Now Oracle Road is actually pretty damn dangerous. A lot of accidents happen here. There's a lot of people going to the Tucson Mall right here, and left into my mirror, make sure that I do look both sides. So this person's turning right. I'm gonna kind of keep it.
All right, so we got crosses alls we can do here.
Over to the left. Now over to the left, I have 3 lanes of travel coming towards me, and I don't know if they're gonna be switching into the first lane, second lane, third lane, going left. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm looking left. I'm also paying attention to the fact that this is a massive intersection. I have 2 left turns or turn lanes up ahead in front of me that they might be coming to me. I don't know if this is going to be a leading left arrow. I don't know if it's going to be a late left arrow. Also to my right, you see that.
Let's see how that looks.
Front of traffic so that they could possibly block people. So let's go ahead and jump straight back into the video and see what goes on.
So what is this? That's okay.
It's on the ground. It's better to swerve, and you could do counter steering very.
What's this? Red arrow.
If you're over there, they might slam the brake ahead, and I'm gonna slow down. I do not want to be.
So we're gonna do another arrow or crosses alls for all these.
It usually happens on smaller intersections, but this one's a very big intersection, so it might not happen, but still can happen. So I usually wait. I wait and wait and wait, and you'll see that coming up right now, where I'll wait until the people off to the right are turning left to go south, and they're actually blocking the intersection for me. So if anyone gets hit, they will. So I don't want to have anybody trying to speed through in front of them before I go. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and get back to the video.
So there's that. So I think, okay, so this is still stabilizing, still doing its thing. So I think I'm done for the rough draft. 1 hour and 42 minutes, almost 2 hours, and I'm almost done with the rough draft. Nice to have you here, Christine Sleed. Hopefully I said that right. I'm terrible. So this is actually tomorrow's video. This is the easy way to check your Harley trouble codes, the Vance & Hines code red install. Guys, this is really cool. So if you actually want to get one for free, I'm doing a giveaway at the end of the month, and you might get one. So you have to join the Discord though. So hopefully you guys join the Discord. The Discord is link in the description. Let me go find it. Join the Discord. You will have access as soon as you get level 5, which is very easy to get. It takes 20 minutes of just chatting. You could definitely get it by the end of the month if you just pop in every so often, and you get automatically entered. I will randomly pick a level 5 to get that, and then I have weekly giveaways. So this Friday is a bunch of stickers. Next Friday is gonna be a surprise, and the Friday after that's gonna be surprise. And then second and third place for the monthly drawing, we'll get some special stuff. So go ahead and join the Discord. And if you guys aren't a part of it, it's really awesome. That's what I have on the side here also, just hanging out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This is the rough draft. I pretty much have the rough draft done.
Consider supporting DanDanTheFireman on Patreon for just $1 a month. More information and link below.
What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. I am going to do another situational awareness video. I got some comments in the last one that
So right here, I'm gonna make a mark, and that will be for a title. So this is what I do. I literally do it all, watch it, make changes, take a break, watch it, make changes, watch it, make changes. I literally am doing that. Also, yeah, swag. I also have more stuff on the shop. I actually got more stuff. I got more stickers and stuff. I'm just throwing stuff out there. The next step would be to watch it again and see if there's anything I want to add. So like right now it's been 2 hours. I'm tired. So the first thing you would want to do is just say, screw it, it's done. So this doesn't have to be up until Monday. So that's the good thing about being ahead of schedule, is that this isn't due till Monday. So I can let this sit and stew and then come back to it if I want. I don't have Friday and Saturday's videos edited, but those were pretty straightforward talking. That's not a lot of editing. It's just mainly switching cameras and stuff. Saturdays, yeah, that's tips and I can do some editing, but Friday it's super easy, super chill. So it doesn't take this much. It won't take an hour and 45 minutes to edit this. It'll only take me an hour. So this one I'm going to let sit and let stew for a little bit, and this one will be popping up Monday. So it's good to be ahead of schedule to have the quality stuff. Nice, dude. Post that in the Discord, man. I want to see what it looks like. That'd be awesome. But I think I'm done for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat. I'm gonna get something to drink. My throat is sore. I am tired. And I'm gonna hang out with my kid for a little bit. My boy's up on Boy Scouts right now, and it's probably the reason why the video output's low, is because she's playing video games online right now. I'm just gonna watch her play. But guys, join the Discord. And thank you for sticking through this whole thing. It's a big process, and it really does help me out. I want to start doing live edits more often. So I might be doing another live stream Thursday, and it might be just a Q&A 30-minute live stream. So we'll see how it goes. And thank you for joining, guys. Hope you guys have a great day.